Can we start with the Clash? What's that going to be like going on the road course without any on-track time before you open the season?
Yeah, it's definitely learning under fire here. We have a few months off, and then boom, you're thrown into a road course race. Not just the normal clash like we're used to on the super speedway. So that'll be different. You better be on top of your game. We've been doing a lot on the Ford simulator to kind of get back in the mindset of racing there. It's been a pretty good while since we went to the Daytona road course. So but I think that'll be great. I think we'll put on a good show, short little road course race, not many laps. So different from what we're used to. And yeah, honestly, the Clash was really good for us on the speedway, just kind of getting us back in speedway racing mode, and you could try things in the Clash um, just to get back comfortable. And you and your spotter, that was a really good one for the driver and spotter to get back communicating like they need to, and the spotter to get his timing down right and things like that. Um, yeah, a little bit different, but yeah, you better be on your toes because dropping the green flag is the first laps we've had in a few months. So it'll be exciting for sure.
Obviously, good to get seat time during the Clash moving forward. How much simulation time have you done for the other road courses? Obviously, so many new speedways. We are interested here in Wisconsin about Road America July 4th weekend. How much simulation time are you doing?
Yeah, we'll do a pretty good amount. About a month ago, we went through all the new road courses at the simulator. We went through Coda, Road America, the Indy Road Course, Daytona. We've been to Daytona before, but just kind of running all through them to get an idea of what to expect. And then we'll go in there a week or two before. Let's say we'll go into the sim a week or two before Road America, just to kind of refresh my brain and things like that. But I actually raced at Road America one time in the Xfinity Series. I believe it was 2015, and we ran second to Paul Menard. Ended up winning the race, so it's kind of funny how that works out. But yeah, I love Road America. You guys up there, the fans there are awesome. They really really love racing in general, and it's super deserving of a cup race. I think it's a beautiful track, massive massive racetrack that always puts on really good shows. So I look forward to going there again. Not only because it's Menard's home state, but just because the track is so great and the people up there love racing, and I look forward to putting on a good show for them.
What would you say is the key to getting around that track?
Well, it's over 4 miles, right? So just not having any, it's a lot of racetrack to lose time in, and just trying to not mess up in any corners. That's the big thing. Trying to be consistent throughout the whole racetrack. Um, Tire wear there is huge. It's a really worn out surface. So really being conservative on your tires is a really big thing to try to work on. And luckily we'll have some practice at Road America to kind of do some long runs and see how much our fall off is. It's 2-3 seconds at least, I think, of fall off. So that's a big thing that I personally enjoy, this trying to manage your tires. And that's a big thing that you'll see a lot of comers and goers at Road America. You always do, just because of that.
What are your thoughts on having so many road courses on the schedule this year, and I would assume moving forward?
Yeah, it's definitely a change up, for sure. Adding a handful of more road courses. Some new tracks that Cup cars have never been to, or NASCAR has never been to. Circuit of the Americas, NASCAR's never been. So that'll be a unique new area for NASCAR to come into in Austin, Texas. We have that race in Fort Worth at Texas Motor Speedway, but way different areas, pretty far apart from each other. So I think it gives the people around there a chance to go see a NASCAR race maybe they've never been. And it just gives us a chance to try out a new spot too. So, but the road courses, I enjoy road course racing personally. It's a big challenge. And then you throw on top of new racetracks. I think that even makes it more of a challenge, but that's always been fun for me.
You've got Nashville, and then you've got dirt at Bristol. I like that NASCAR is taking a swing at this, doing some changes. How about you? Someone that's chasing for a championship. What are your thoughts on all these schedule changes?
Yeah, Nashville, I've been to. I went there one time. We used to test at Nashville a lot back when testing was open. We'd go test in Nashville 4 or 5 times throughout the winter when I was running Xfinity cars, but I've never raced there. But at least I've been on that track before and kind of know what it's like. And Nashville is such a cool area. There's so many great people there, huge NASCAR fans there, obviously in Tennessee, but let alone Nashville too. And yeah, then putting dirt on Bristol will be. I don't really know what to tell you about that. That's going to be. I think it's going to be exciting. That's for sure. The Cup cars haven't run on dirt in decades. So I thought it was unique. They decided to go that route. But I'll be interested just to get on the track. It's hard to kind of judge what it's going to be like before you get there and you get some practice. Okay, how are our Cup cars going to run around dirt? How are you going to make them work the best you can with the box of rules that we're in, right? And then how are they going to prep the track? What's that going to be like? It's going to constantly change over those 250 laps. So there's a lot of unknown variables in that, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be, like I said, another one of those unique challenges that you're going to have to learn very quickly. And the best guys and teams that can do that are going to run up front and probably win the race.
Talk about the 500. Obviously everybody wants that. It's a bucket list item. What makes you think Penske has a good chance? What makes you think you can put it in victory lane this year?
Yeah, we've been close to that race a couple times. We were on second in 2017 and last year. We lost that one by a couple feet. And then honestly, we had the best car in 2018, and we got in a wreck towards the end of that race. So we've had the speed. We've been really fast for a few of those 500s, and we've put ourselves in a pretty decent spot to try to win that race, and we just haven't quite gotten there yet. The biggest thing about that is just trying to make it to the end. That's the biggest thing. You can get wiped out early in that race. Not even you're doing. You're just riding around there, and there's a wreck in front of you, and there's nowhere to go. That happens all the time. That's happened to me a lot. Happened to a lot of other guys too. So just trying to keep yourself in contention to the end. That's all you can ask for. But I got confidence in our cars at Penske. We've always brought really fast race cars. All of us have always worked really well together on the Penske side, and that's what you need. Working with your teammates or your Ford teammates, pretty much.
Menards question: do you have a favorite paint scheme that is Menards related or any of the Menards products related?
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, the Menards products and the schemes have always been great. I love the neon, the iconic Menards neon. The Paul Menard ARCA tribute scheme we ran last year at Darlington was probably one of my favorites, and I believe Maytag was on the hood for that race. But yeah, that car, that tribute to Paul, was I think his first ARCA win car back in the early 2000s that I found, and we were luckily able to make that happen. That was a really pretty blue on that thing, but that's great. And I love, they're always unique, our cars, with the different hood sponsor, whether it's, Duracell, Peak, Pennzoil, whatever it is on the hood, we change up kind of that color. Duracell is a black hood, Sylvania is a black hood, Knauf is like a baby blue hood, same with Peak. I like that change up. It kind of keeps things a little fresh, but you always have to have the iconic Menards neon yellow that really is nice.